Coeur d'Alene Tribe. This is Choga video number 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these stretching sessions and you find them valuable. So this first one, we're gonna actually start on our knees, and I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. You're gonna turn those toes under, so your heels are up, and you're gonna sit back on those heels. So you should feel a nice deep stretch through your calves, bottoms of your feet, where that can tend to get tight. And then from here, we're just gonna take a couple deep breaths in, roll those shoulders up and down, do a couple in this direction, and then we'll go a couple forward, all while sitting back on those heels. You'll definitely, I'm starting to feel a really good stretch through that area. A couple more deep breaths. See if you can sit up nice and tall. Good. From there, we're going to come down into child's pose. So take those knees wide, sit back through your heels, and then we're just going to reach out and let your head hang heavy. If you can't get your forehead to the floor, maybe grab a towel or a pillow, something where you can rest your head on. And while you're doing this stretch, we're just sinking through our hips and then reaching as far forward as we can. And let's take a moment to take a few deep breaths and calm your mind. We're going to shift forward, hands and knees. And right now we're going to go what's called a puppy pose. So your hips stay stacked over your knees, but you're going to reach out just like you were on the child's pose. So you're trying to get your forehead to the ground. And I'm going to turn to the side so to show you, so your hips stay high, but you reach out and then just let your head fall right through your arms. So this is a great stretch for shoulders, tight pecs right in front of the shoulders. You're gonna hold here. Toes can be under, or if it feels better, you can have them curled under. Just try to slow your breathing down when you're holding these stretches. And let's slowly walk it up. We're gonna go back into hands and knees, turn those toes under. First down dog, gonna run out those knees. Try to get the calves down, or I should say the heels down, so you stretch out your calves. And then from here, we're gonna just shift all the way forward into this upper plank position, and then lower down nice and slow. And then we're gonna take a few breaths here. We're gonna inhale as you lift up, and exhale. And then lower down, inhale, lift up and exhale. And then back down. This next stretch is great for your shoulders. So you're gonna interlock those fingers behind you and then separate those feet a little bit. And then you're gonna lift your head and chest up while you reach your knuckles towards your heels. And then come down, relax, shake out those arms. It's a good deep stretch through the shoulders. Let's go one more. Big toes stay on the ground. Interlock those fingers. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and lift. Lift those arms up. And then relax. Head can come to the floor, one ear. Good, and then let's put those hands right on the, right underneath your shoulders. Chin can come to the ground. You're gonna lift up and then back. Another down dog here. Run out those legs, pedal out those knees. Good. Now we're gonna just step your right leg forward. Okay, and we're gonna drop that back knee down. And from here, we're just gonna take a deep breath in. And we're gonna interlock or just reach up, and then we're gonna sink in to that hip flexor. That left hip flexor is the one that we're stretching. Might feel a little stretch through the inner side of that right leg. Just breathe normally here, that's fine. Good, and let's bring that right hand to your right hip. Take that left hand up, and then you're gonna reach over to the right hand side. Should feel a nice side body stretch here. Good, and then bring that right arm up to reach. You can interlock if you want. One more stretch. Good, and then release down. Take that right leg back. Left leg comes forward. Drop that back knee. Deep breath in. And then sink into that right hip flexor. Whatever feels good with the arms is fine. Interlocking them or just reaching. And then left hand comes to the left hip. Reach up with the right. And then reach over to the left hand side. Good, and then bring that left arm up to meet. One more stretch. And then hands come down. From here, we're gonna actually turn to the side. We're gonna lift the hips. And we're gonna be in this wide-legged sumo stretch. So from here, you can toe out those feet as much as you can to get your hands on. And even if your hands are out here, that's fine. If you have a little bit more flexibility, you can bring them here. I'm gonna hold center, and then what I want you guys to do is grab both of your elbows and then just let yourself hang. Your head should be heavy. If you have really good flexibility and you're kind of running into the floor, you can toe heel those feet in, and then just let yourself hang again. Good, guys. Okay, now from here, we're gonna turn back to that left leg forward in that lunge, step back. We're gonna lower down, and then we're gonna go through some slow scorpion. So arms out to the side, lifting that left leg up and over. You can get that foot flat and just holding it. That's good, it opens up the hips a little bit more. And then the other side, I'm gonna try to get my foot flat. And let's go one more on each side. Good, and then one more, other side. Good, and then back center. And then my hands come underneath the shoulders, pressing up and back, down dog. So you can get a little bit deeper into this stretch. A couple deep breaths. I want you to walk your left foot center. You're gonna lift that right leg up nice and high, and then let that knee, let that foot, right foot hang to the side. Try not to make this a upper body twist, but just a hip twist. Try to keep flat hands on both of your hands, right and left. Good, and then back, center, sweep it through into pigeon. Everybody's favorite. Lower down. Just gonna hold. This is, for most of us, we love this stretch and it's so good for us. It's also a good time to focus on that, really those tight areas. So breathe into that tight area. I feel it through my glutes and through my right hip. So taking a deep breath in, and then when you exhale, sink into that stretch even farther. Okay, let's walk it up. We're gonna do that same thing on the other side, that same little sequence. So right leg comes back into down dog, shake it out. Okay, and then walk the right leg forward or into the center. We're gonna lift the left leg, and then we're gonna bend that knee and let that leg go to the side, to the right side. And then back, center, sweep it through. We'll go into pigeon. Again, deep breaths here, focusing on that tight area, just loosening up. Okay, walk it up to the hands. Go back to down dog. Last down dog here, guys. Pedaling out those knees. And let's drop down to the knees. All right, from here, we're gonna sit back. We're gonna come up onto the knees. I want you to take your right leg forward, okay? So toe is flexed, okay? Toes are straight up to the ceiling, and this right knee is bent a little bit. And then we're gonna shift the hips back, just like we would for a deadlift, and try to bring those hands down to on each side of the legs. But this knee should have a soft bend in it. I don't want anybody locked out. So you should feel a nice deep stretch to those hamstrings. If you have a little bit greater flexibility, you can reach those hands out. Try to get your forehead to your knee. Good. Slowly roll up here. And we'll take that right leg back, left leg forward, toe flex, bend that left knee, and then shift the hips back. This side is a lot tighter for me. I will try to get both hands out. If you have that flexibility, reach out the hands. Try to get forehead to knee. Good. Slowly walk it up, and then go ahead and take a seat. So we're gonna sit in this one bent knee, like you're doing pigeon, but then the other leg is bent. So flat here, flat here. The leg that's in front, so my left leg is in front, I'm going to sweep to the side. Get a nice stretch. And then I'm going to bring that right hand back towards my right heel and lift. So I feel a really good deep stretch through both of my hip flexors. And then I'm going to sit back down, reach over the left knee. Then right hand comes right behind my right foot and lift. Down. Let's switch sides. Okay, so now my left is in front, right is in back. Okay, I'm gonna sweep over that right knee. Good, left hand comes right behind my left leg, and I'm gonna lift. You probably feel what side is tighter. Like this definitely is a tighter side for me. I need to work on that left hip flexor. Okay, sweep it back over the right knee. And then one more, left hand to the floor and lift. And then back down. Bring both legs out in front of you. I'm gonna turn to the side for this one. I'm gonna go into happy baby. Luckily, you probably don't want me facing the camera for this one. So, laying on your back, you're gonna grab the outsides of your feet. Knees are wide, and you're trying to get your tailbone to the ground, shoulders down and back, and you're just drawing those knees wide. This is such a great stretch for your low back, your hips. This is why you see babies do this all the time, because it actually feels really good. You want to kind of just rock back and forth. Give those feet even a greater little pull down. And release, and then just hug those knees in, lift your head towards your knees, squeeze everything in, and then just go ahead, lengthen everything out, just reach the hands towards the back wall, your feet towards the opposite wall, lengthen the body. If you want, you can go into a few minutes of that last ending corpse pose. Just focusing on your breath, taking a few moments for yourself. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day.